Jeremiah recorded that many Jews escaped into Egypt at this time, and some believe that the Ark of the Covenant left Jerusalem for safety in Egypt just before the fall of Solomon's temple. But where did these Jews go in Egypt? Right here, some ancient sites associated with the prime ministers of Egypt. The Valley of the Nobles. This is like a desert wilderness, once lost. Isaiah the prophet recorded that in his day many Jews lived in Sinim, which is an area around Aswan today. Therefore, we are now in Aswan looking for any leads that will help us find the evidence for an ancient Jewish community being here. Yours sincerely, Paul and Mathew. This is the Tomb of the Nobles. It's like a sand-swept, lost city, really. We found no leads in the tombs, so we left for the River Nile. It's a strange thing to say, but it was almost as if the sun itself was showing us where to look, glistening and pointing the way. Here on Elephantine Island, the most amazing discovery was found. Archaeologists uncovered a large collection of ancient Jewish manuscripts dating to around 500 years before Christ, proving that a Jewish community once lived on this island. And to the amazement of many, these letters confirmed that a Jewish temple once stood here in Egypt on this island. The letters confirmed that it was called the Temple of Yahweh, and the priests carried out animal and grain sacrifices whilst observing the Passover as Moses instructed. Using the data available from the archaeological remains on this island, we can now construct an artist's impression of this lost Jewish temple. But why was there a Jewish temple in Egypt? The Bible indicates that the primary purpose for building the original temple was to house the Ark of the Covenant. So was this temple built for the same purpose? When Jewish scholars examined the archaeological evidence of this temple, they discovered that it was very similar in size to the tabernacle of Moses. And the tabernacle was never designed to be the final home for the Ark of the Covenant, but instead the Ark stayed in the tabernacle whilst God's people hoped for a permanent home to be built in the land of Israel. Could it be possible that this temple was built after the destruction of Solomon's temple to be a safe house for the Ark of the Covenant until Jerusalem was completely safe and free from hostile powers? We also learn from these letters that this Jewish community was in contact with the captives who were returning after the exile to Jerusalem. For these letters record Johanan a Levite and Sanballat. Both men are also mentioned in the Bible. Jeremiah prophesied trouble for the Jews in Egypt, and these Jewish letters confirm that trouble did come, for the temple was burned to the ground in the 14th year of Darius. And as for the basins of gold and silver and other articles that were in the temple, the Egyptians carried all of them off. No one has proved conclusively that the Ark of the Covenant was in this Jewish temple, but if it was, it had to be moved before the destruction of this temple. And we were told that because of the turmoil in Jerusalem and Egypt, the Ark may have been moved for safety to the Jewish communities in Africa. Therefore, we must now search the Bible and Egyptian records to find any kingdoms in Africa where the Ark may have gone. Yours sincerely, Paul and Mathew.